Gonna take you down, deep down to the front line. You woke up this morning, got yourself a gun.
Killing me, Smalls.
Hi everybody, this is Miss Bomi and I'm back in the kitchen with another recipe. And picking on KB at the same time. Hope everybody had a good week. Went by fast, at least for me anyway. So today I'm going to do a recipe and I'm going to warn you it's a little bit high in sodium, so this might not be a recipe for everybody. It's Cheeseburger Crescent Casserole, but I'm going to go ahead and add some crumbled up bacon to that process. And the ingredients call for 1 pound of ground beef, which I already started to brown, and I'm going to put back in my pan here because we're going to want to kind of heat this up a little bit because we're going to throw some other ingredients in the pan as well. And that's going to be a ½ cup of ketchup and a ¼ cup of dill relish, or if you want sweet relish, I think is the other one that they make for an option. Cheese is a cup and a half of shredded cheese. We chose the sharp cheddar. You can choose any cheese that you want. Maybe Colby, maybe pepper jack, depending on Gouda, however, you know, how much you want to enhance your taste buds. And then also you're going to need 1 8-ounce can Crescent rolls. And then you're going to need a pan to put them in, preferably a pie tin, but I didn't really have one that was deep enough to put all these ingredients in there, so I'm going to give this a whirl and see how it works out. So, just kind of heating up my ground beef again. I'm going to move this out of the way. And what we're going to do is put the ketchup and the relish in there, and then also the bacon. Now the bacon, I use 4 strips of bacon, and I just, like I said, got it so that it's into smaller pieces. If you like bacon, which I know some of you people out there do, you can by all means use a bit more. The recipe doesn't really call for bacon, it was just something that I decided to add. And in the meantime, make sure that you go ahead and preheat your oven to 375 degrees. Alright, I'm going to kick this up a bit. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to heat our ground beef. We are going to add our ketchup, our relish, and our baking bits. And that's going to be the first step. Okay, just making sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, this is starting to heat up again. So I'm going to go ahead and add the ketchup and the rest of the ingredients in there too. There's my small little spatula, that's what I was looking for. Almost kind of reminds me of making sloppy joes in the recipe that I have out there on my YouTube channel. When I was making homemade sloppy joes, and call for that also. There's our relish, and then last but not least, our bacon. Alright, I don't know if you can see this. I hope you can see this. Zoom in on this.
Zooming.
Zooming. Commence with the zooming. Okay, so what we're wanting to do is just get this all mixed up in here. Make sure that everything gets heated totally through. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this, and instead of sitting here trying to yammer on and bore you to death, I'll be back in just one moment. Okay, and I'm back, and as you can see, I got the mixture all heated through here and mixed together. So we got our bacon, our relish, and ketchup in here. So it'll look something like that. It's kind of hard to get it at the right angle when you're only working with one camera. Okay. Then you're going to take your baking sheet, and what you're going to do is you're going to put the meat mixture on here first, and then you're going to place the dough on top of it. Now if you were doing a pie, an actual pie, of course you would use the triangles and lay them out accordingly so that the shorter point meets in the middle of your pie plate. But seeing as I'm doing this, all I did was just roll this out onto a cookie sheet. Alright, so in goes our mixture. Get this spread out. Ooh, it's nice and warm. Get that. Also want to take a moment while I'm doing this to mention to check out, and now am I going to say this correctly, Artistan Tony's channel. Okay. He is doing a giveaway for a cricket gun, and the proceeds, I believe, are going to support Justin's final mission. So if you get a chance and you want in on that, please go to his channel and check it out. I'm sure he will have all the details there for you. There we go. We got our mixture down. So that's in that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add some cheese in here like so. And we're all about the cheese. The remaining half a cup or third cup is going to go on the top of your dough. But you want to put that on like maybe the last few minutes there, once the dough is done. And I'm going to try to get this dough off my pan in one. There we go.
It's like freaking magic.
Well, you never know, because sometimes it just doesn't want to play along. Okay. Make sure that you get the whole top part covered. That's it. So you got your hamburger mixture, you have got your cheese on there, you're placing your dough on there, and then you're going to sprinkle the remaining cheese on top of here. But I think I would do that more towards the end when this dough is done cooking. Now it's going to take 15 to 20 minutes or until the cheese is melted. So I'm going to go ahead, pop this in the oven, be back with you in just a minute. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, this is done. Like I said, I waited for the last couple of minutes. Let the remaining cheese I put on there and melted it. And this is what it looks like. Close up, please.
Close up.
And it took about 15 minutes. Okay, so while that's settling for a moment before I cut into it and plate it and show you, which we'll do in just 1 second. I also wanted to take a moment to mention that not only is Tony doing a giveaway, but we are doing a giveaway.
Well, yeah, I put you through all this shit.
Well, no, it's mainly E-Bomi's doing the giveaway. I'm the man behind the curtain. So that will be coming up soon. I know that he's doing an announcement on his channel within the week. So stay tuned for that. Check his out every once in a while so that you can get up to date on that. But he was kind enough to bring this upstairs, and I know I don't usually put guns in my kitchen, but I thought I'd give you a little sneak preview of what this looks like. And I'm not trying to point it in any direction here.
Yeah, well, safety's always going to blow me because there's no bolt carrier trigger.
There's really nothing in there. There's no trigger yet, but this is what the parts entail so far. If you want a complete description as to the who's and what's that are on the gun so far, that is something that E-Bomi has mentioned on his channel. Did you not? Kind of give a rundown of what you got so far and
My video
what's still
will
pending?
be up right before yours.
Yeah, you'll probably see his before mine. So just giving you a little sneak preview. More to come on that, so please stay tuned. Okay, back to the food. Now we're done with the gun. Let's do the food. I'm going to cut into this. Pretty good size here so that we can get it on the plate. See just how that is. All right. Okay, there you be. And that's what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so there it is. It's a pretty simple recipe. It doesn't take too much time. Altogether, from start time, prep time, cook time, it should take you roughly 30 minutes to complete this. And as always, I have to have KB taste it. I have not done this recipe before, so if that gives you any indication of how easy it is, there you be.
I hate this part.
I know you hate this part, and I make you do it every single time.
Beef and bacon and cheese.
Can you taste just about everything in there? Did it meld together very nicely?
Oh yeah, you're right. A critique mint between the cheese and the bacon, it is higher in the sodium.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much you're gonna like that because you're on a really low sodium diet.
Yeah.
But this is the kind of thing that you could quickly put together for like a younger family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you brown some bacon, you brown some meat, and you threw cheese and stuff, and you put it in the oven, and you walked away. You go take care of shit, you stuff, and maybe you did some homework with your kids. It comes out. I think this is going to be a big hit with a lot of the younger family.
I think so too. Yeah, you know, for something. And now that it's getting colder, I think more people are going to turn to stuff like casseroles and things that you're going to bake or make in the oven as far as that goes. And I don't think you need to serve it alone. I'm sure there's, you know, a side dish or two that you could put with it, you know, maybe a vegetable or something of some sort. But that's the beauty of it. You can add, subtract anything that you want. Maybe you like onions. You could add onions to this beside, you know, maybe put that in instead of the bacon if you're kind of watching the sodium. The beautiful thing about these recipes that are so simple you can make it your own to taste, and that's what I really like about those. So I hope you give this one a try, and let me know what you think.
I like it. Well, before dinner, I'll probably throw in some corn or something.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, that's it this time. I'm trying to keep doing a video at least once a week, but sometimes I get too busy and I can't, so I try. Anyways, that's it for now. I hope everybody has a good week. It is now October, and you know what that means? Countdown to hockey. Go Rangers. Until then, this is Miss Bomey saying good night, good eats, wherever you are.
Here we go.